what are the most important innovations in FIFA 11 compared to FIFA 10?
Sure. So this year we kind of continued what we were doing by wanting to refine our award-winning gameplay, as well as trying to put some really cool innovations in. One of the big things we're working on this year is making sure that we inject player personality right the way across the pitch in every position. So right from the boots to the tip of the player's hair, we're trying to address everything, you know, new body styles, new run cycles, locomotion, so players will look different when they're running around on the ball as well as off the ball, and also trying to make sure that we capture the kind of essence of different types of football players. So everything from, you know, their work rate when they're attacking and defending, the way they pass, the way they shoot, and the types of characters that you actually get to make sure, you know, you recognise the Messis and the Ronaldos.
Okay, if we are not focusing on the gameplay, what are the new features that the gamers can be looking forward to?
Sure, in addition to all the very cool stuff we're doing in refining of the gameplay, as well as, you know, putting in this personality, we're also putting in some new AI tactics analysers to allow the game to kind of unfold like more real football, as well as also working on a new, what we're calling a battle engine, whether it ends up being called that, for sort of 360-degree jostling, if you like. One of the other things we've been talking about today is our new customised audio feature, allowing you to take audio chants and put them into the game yourself. So download them onto your computer, record a DVD of your favourite chants or your favourite songs in real life, and then put them into your game of FIFA to feature as the soundtrack or indeed the way the crowds are chanting in the game.
So you're not only like improving on the realism in the game, but but still you're even improving on the personalizing the game?
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously trying to make a brilliant game isn't just about gameplay. I mean, that's one of the most important parts for us. But it's also about adding authenticity, and authenticity comes in all different shapes.
Yeah.
Obviously, as I've mentioned, the player personality and the way the players look and the way the players move, but also the kind of sound effects that you hear. So if we've not managed to secure your club's famous chants or famous introduction music or victory sounds that are played over the kind of sound system at the stadium when you're playing, you'll now be able to put those in yourself to make sure you can fully customize your experience.
Okay, to personalize the game, you have to meet the persons that actually play the game. So you hosted the community here for 4 days now. How important is the community for you as a producer and the development and improvement of the FIFA series?
So I suppose there's a couple of ways to say how important it is. One, you know, we've invited you here to play the game, the earliest anyone's ever played a version of FIFA in a kind of development cycle ever before. So that's been great. We've spent a bit of time with you this week, not as much as we'd have hoped. It's been kind of crazy times here for the developers, as it probably has for you too. We've got most of tomorrow with the guys to actually debrief on everything they've been playing, and I know the German community guys have actually prepared a report and emailed it to me today, even with little sketches of things that they're enjoying or not liking so much in FIFA 11 as well as FIFA 10. So, you know, we've done this. We've had I think it's about 30 odd people from around the world come over. We've paid for it, and we've put you up. We've hopefully entertained you. I saw a lot of pizza around the corner, so we've fed you as well. And the other part of it really is, you know, you're kind of the hardcore guys, the community guys, and we want to make sure that we're not just doing the game because we think it's the right thing to do. We've tried out our new passing system, which is a cure for ping pong passing, as most people call it, the ability to make, you know, super passes. We've tried that out on the community guys this week. It's gone down a storm. It's really refreshing to see that something that we've done that was identified by the community as an issue, we've looked at fixing it, we've let the guys test this out, and it seems to be working very well. So overwhelmingly it's great for us to be able to reality check what we're trying to do each year in events like this.
So you wouldn't spoil the community if the feedback wouldn't be of any value for you, so there is
not at all.
value within the feedback.
It's absolutely valuable. You know, I think when we started on Monday, we did a 3-hour-long presentation on some of the things we were doing this year. Within that, we also captured some screenshots of our bug tracking software. It tracks issues that we're aware of in the game, and you know, Gary, myself and Aaron have been going onto the forums daily, identifying issues or frustrations that fans have felt in the game. and actually importing them into our own bug tracking database and fixing them as we've been going along. So it's not just about features, it's about things that are niggling people as well. And I've made a big deal of trying to make sure that the community understands that we are listening and we are trying to improve the game, and that's exactly what we're doing.
Tomorrow, FIFA 11 will already be yesterday.
Yes.
So if you look into the mist of the EA Sports crystal ball, what are you seeing in the FIFA's future?
Sure. So I think some of the things we're obviously aware of are this year we identified that we really wanted to inject personality into the game. We're doing that in the way that the players are moving and behaving on the pitch at all levels, as individuals and as teams, and that's very, very important to us. I think that's something that we want to continue to do. We've obviously done a lot of work on the gameplay across the board. If I was to kind of push towards where we wanted to go, we mentioned last year, we have this multi-year work we want to do on manager mode. We've obviously got our online team play game modes. I think it's a similar kind of thing. We want to kind of continue pushing in the same direction to offer an unparalleled award-winning gameplay experience, to give you all the kind of game modes and experiences that people want, either locked to a single player, playing on a team with humans or with CPU controlled players, as well as also making it the most authentic sports video game there is.
Short question, short answer. You mentioned the improvement of the game. Is there a final goal for you that one day FIFA is as realistic as that you can tell the difference between a game in TV and playing the actual game on PlayStation?
I guess that is kind of an ultimate ambition. Funnily enough, a review's just been published on World Cup, which I was reading the other day, and the kind of summary comment where they either say how brilliant it is or not. The most negative thing they could say was it's not quite as good as the real thing. I think that's kind of a backhanded compliment in many ways. It's getting pretty close. I think naturally that's something we aspire to. At the same time, I'm not entirely sure that a 90-minute long simulation of sports on your television is going to do anyone any good. Get out there and play it in real life as much as getting out there and playing it in video games. But our ultimate ambition is to continue to deliver the kind of de facto #1 gameplay experience in the sports genre, and make it the most authentic football game that we can.
You already mentioned this online competition. What do you think is FIFA Online getting even more important within the community in general, and especially within the FIFA family? Of what importance is FIFA Online for you?
Sure. So online gameplay is incredibly important to us. It's probably the second most played thing, apart from me and you sat on a couch playing head to head. That's #1, and it's kind of tied with manager mode at the moment, between sort of like head to head online and manager mode. So those two things are very, very important to us. Is it the future? I don't know. I think as a kind of possibly more casual FIFA player, I'm far more likely to play my friends on my couch round at my house than I am over the internet. But we are seeing a ridiculous number of games of FIFA played online on a daily basis still. I don't think that's going to change. I think it's going to get more and more and more. And naturally, our community are a big part of that. They've got a lot of feedback to offer us on what improvements to make, and we're continuing to listen and improve in those areas.
Okay, I got 2 personal questions left. It's about, I understand that you're from Great Britain.
I am.
So isn't it for you as a British kind of awkward that of all countries you produce FIFA in a hockey nation like Canada?
I suppose it's a little bit odd. Yeah. I think the bigger oddness is actually, I don't know if you've had an opportunity yet to pop upstairs to where we all work. We have approximately 20 nationalities on our game development team, possibly the most diverse video games team in the whole wide world. Vancouver is an absolutely amazing city to live in. And EA have taken the unprecedented steps of importing the very best video games development talent for football video games into Vancouver. So whilst it's a strange place to make the game, overwhelmingly the team is made up of some of the most passionate, kind of hyper-competitive sports players and video gamers that love football. in the whole wide world. So we've got everyone from Austrians, Marcel, I think you might have interviewed, myself from Great Britain, a number of other British people, a bunch of French guys, Italians, you know, you name it, and it's a footballing nation, there's someone on the team. We have Argentinians, Colombians, Bulgarians. It's kind of a crazy spread of people. It makes for a very interesting working environment, particularly around World Cup time. And we're really looking forward to some of the kind of fun we're going to have with each other when those games are being played.
You mentioned World Cup. In the second round in World Cup, you might, the English national team might face Germany.
Okay.
Have you already used your FIFA connections to ban penalty shootouts from the tournament?
No, we have no ability to sway the real world of football, regrettably. I'm certain that the English team will do a good job, but I'm 38 years old now. I've been through a number of World Cups, and it never ceases to disappoint me.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're more than welcome. Thanks, guys.